What's going on, man? It's your only real estate friend in these digital streets, telling you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear. And today's video is inspired by a conversation that I had earlier with a brilliant black woman. Salute to Dr. Reese. I look forward to finishing off that conversation because I know it's necessary for me and necessary for the culture. But I just want to remind all my black people that there's not only one way to invest in real estate. Like, it's just not solely the traditional route of buying a property and putting a tenant in there and just growing capital, growing your equity over time. Like, that's an option, but there's other options too. There's buying real estate stocks, which are known as REITs, or in recent years, the private lending has become popular. With private lending, I feel like it's the perfect middle child of the three. You get some of the benefits from the traditional route and some of the benefits from the stock market REIT route, right? Private lending is you're taking your equity in your primary residence or your rental property or your commercial property and you're loaning it out to other real estate investors to go do the same. You charge them a certain interest rates and you collect interest payments on a monthly basis. You don't have to deal with no crazy tenants. You don't have to deal with no leaky toilets, no broken roof, no broken washer, dryer, none of that. You just collect your interest payments and you go. Now, there is risk associated with private lending. For instance, there's default, but your protection against that is if this person defaults or they go into foreclosure, the money that you loan them is registered as a lien anyway. So that's your security, that's your protection because you would only loan if there's equity in there, right, to pay you back. So if that goes through foreclosure, once the property sells, whoever is in first position, meaning the lender before you that gave them the initial mortgage, they get paid out first, and you get paid out after. So long story short, there's three different ways to get it, and we shouldn't be hell bent and stuck on just the one and use that as reason or an aversion to not being in real estate investing. We could ill afford as black people to not participate in this business, in this industry, because there's a direct correlation between home ownership and wealth. And like I said the other day, we continue to leave massive amounts of wealth on the table. That's my piece for the day.